good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
There they begin the drive with a duel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Garoppolo to throw on second down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here we go,
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Walker. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop ball and one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To the air, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Bills had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now this time, Allen will throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
There he goes, right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Boy, he covered a lot of ground. 82 yards on the punt return.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set. Go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Out on the year, and the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bills' 11-yard line.
The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
21-0 our score after 1.
Raiders 21, Bills nothing.
Here we go, here we go.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Hey, gun,
Now
gun.
receiver in motion left. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trent Sherfield. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills get a bit closer. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On second down, Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Well, now here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Las Vegas, first down.
Flag!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Second and a couple.
at the 28-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't frame. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now on first down. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
31 yards. That's another Bills.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they get put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On play action, Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Allen again. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On first down, Garoppolo.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Inside the 20.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions, the end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Broken tackle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One, Omaha.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Garoppolo going to stay on the field with the Raider offense. They'll go for 2.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
25.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6.
Here we go.
They run it with Jacobs.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field, inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he loses the football a second time.
And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Here's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Jacobs.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for launch.